Hey friends of future millionaires, Gregory Pierre-Louis here, the backpack entrepreneur. Good morning, how are you? How do you lose the fear of speaking to people? How do you lose the fear of speaking to people? In my years of being an entrepreneur and helping other entrepreneurs, I've found a common issue, a problem that seems to be across the board with most entrepreneurs, especially in the beginning. Okay, and this common problem is that they've decided to start a business, but don't do anything more past that once the business is started. If you're watching this video, you might be in this position right now. And if you're in this position, you should pay attention and watch this video all the way to the end, okay? So, in business, how do you overcome this fear of speaking to people? How do you overcome this fear of speaking to people? In order to answer that question, I want to share a quick story with you, all right? But first, let's tap on what fear is, okay? What is fear? I like to look at fear as an acronym for false experiences appearing real. Okay, false experiences appearing real. Now, you might have a fear, all right? And if you do, you're falling victim to your own mind, all right? It plays tricks on you sometimes, okay? Now, the fear you have may have come from real experiences that you've gone through, right? They might derive from actual experiences that you've gone through. But the current fear you have now isn't real. It's not real, okay? So let me jump into the story. I was just like you, right? I had a fear of talking to people about my business. It was hard for me to get things going in the beginning, okay? And what I decided to do was take a public speaking course. And I remember that night I showed up late. And they tried to send me home because I showed up late. They told me come back another day. But I refused to leave. So what they did was make me go next on stage. They threw me right in there. And I got on stage, and of course I was nervous. Shit, I was afraid to talk to people face to face, individually. And here I am on stage talking to a group of people in a room. Surprisingly enough, though, I didn't find it hard to talk about my experiences, right? I sat on stage, I shared the story of why I was there in the first place. And through sharing that story, I talked about a whole bunch of different experiences that I had gone through in my life. And after I had shared my story, several people came up to me afterwards and shook my hand and told me how much my story inspired them. This was a pivotal moment for me in my life, okay? That's when I realized that I was onto something. And after that night, I never feared talking to people again. I feared talking to people about my business and found myself on a stage talking to a room full of people about my story. So again, how do you conquer the fear of speaking to people? The solution is talk to groups. You need to speak in front of groups. That's how you overcome that fear, okay? So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you found value in it. If you did, go ahead and leave me a comment. I want to hear your thoughts, okay? And remember, trust the process, stay the course, and never give up. I'll see you guys at the top.